that the leader needs. This school, that is a functional skill. They believe that skills of leadership can be learned, developed, nurtured, and perfected. So to them, the emphasis is on the training rather than selecting process. One believes, let's just select them. The other one believes, even we have to grow them, make sure that we develop them, keep them. This approach is depending on which one approach. Various countries see how they work. So we now see, as I said earlier, the presentation look at leadership itself, effective leadership, and strategic leadership, and what we can do to harness our leadership potential. According to Deborah, who is a renowned human resource person, leadership is the ability to inspire confidence and support among the people who are needed by people. The ability of a person to inspire confidence in himself. In other words, his followers seeing him being an inspirational leader. That is how he looks at it. Then we also have Maxwell, who also thinks that leadership is the ability to influence people to achieve organizational goals. To him, nothing more, nothing to add when you talk about leadership. So he has added a component to the issue of inspiration. He has added the ability to influence. If you are a leader, you can influence the people you are leading. Then to him, you are not a leader. Then we have Michelle also 2004 coming in to say that leadership is the influencing process of leaders and followers to achieve organizational goals. That is true change. To him, he has agreed on inspiration, he has also agreed on the influencing ability of the leader, but he has added one other component, which is change. Change in the right direction. That's what he's talking about. Leadership in the general term is the ability of an individual or group of individuals to influence and guide followers or other members of an organization to commit themselves to the achievement of organization. Knowing what leadership is. What then is effective leadership? Leadership will be effective. A myriad of definitions of effective leadership exist, although the different definitions generally converge in the theory that great leaders have the ability to make strategic and business decisions and convince others to follow this. The ability to come out with business decisions and convince others to follow makes you effective. The consensus is effective leaders create a vision through creativity and innovation and can successfully get others that follow them to work towards achieving this vision, which are mostly in the form of organizational goals and other programs. We effective leaders also do this by setting direction and inspiring others to want to succeed in achieving the end goal. Moreover, they are capable of getting people excited and motivated to work towards it. By this, all effective leaders are not, however, not all effective leaders are leaders, but not all leaders are effective leaders. But effective leaders, the crux of it is that they are able to motivate the people they are leading, make them excited and willing to work in the work environment or the organization. And once that motivation comes in, the people are excited to work, then we can say the person is an effective leader. We now move to strategic leadership. Strategic leadership involves influencing people to contribute directly to the viability of an organization or a group by meeting its long-term goals. Strategic leaders look to the future to develop new opportunities, produce or services on organizations in order to fulfill goals and missions of an organization. The crux of effective leadership is that, strategic leadership is that they are mostly particular about taking decisions that are long-term in nature. For example, if you are an effective strategic leader, you are particular about how your company or your organization, where it will be in, say, 10 years' time. So So you take the decision and then try to see how best you can move on and the organization. So if you are an effective leader and you are particular about taking annual plans, all you do is take an annual plan, and that one, we wouldn't say you are a strategic leader. To be a strategic leader, you are thinking about a vision, a long-term vision, long-term goal, long-term decision. That's in about 10 years' time. Where will your company be? You have a leader, you are able to influence people. We are talking about effective leader who is able to motivate and energize his people, he or the people to follow. But for strategic leaders, we are talking about someone who has a vision to take decisions that might materialize, say in 10 years' time, 5 years' time. Such leaders also have this problem where people just see them and say, what are you doing? Or they can't immediately feel the outcomes of that decision. But after some time, people will tend to say, yeah, this was the vision. In Ghana, we were talking about the long-term development plan of the performance program, 7-year development plan. Currently, most governments are talking about annual plans. Most organizations are talking about annual plans. But to have a long-term vision, a long-term goal. And it's only through long-term goals that organizations, countries, and nations. So what's the difference between leadership, effective leadership, and strategic leadership? We zoom on to our discussion. Most of the measures we're going to talk about has to do with effective leadership. But that is where that's the topic that has been given. What are the characteristics of effective leadership? First and foremost, we talk about clear communication. As leaders, it's incumbent on us to know how to communicate to our people in clear and unambiguous terms so that they will know what is happening. They will know the direction of the leader. That is why we have here to lead well. You need to have a strong command over communication. That is listening well and speaking clearly. Whether you are leading one person or 1,000, effective communication skills are crucial. Letting employees or followers know what is expected of them, encouraging team members to raise issues and concerns and getting everyone on the same page so that they can work together in order to succeed, in order to achieve the shared goal is very critical when it comes to effective leadership. So clear communication is very key in effective leadership. And if you are a leader and you don't communicate clearly to your subordinates, with the other people around you, then you say effective. We also have self-confidence. Self-confidence and effective leadership go hand in hand. Effective leaders know what they want. They have clear vision of how to obtain their goals and are comfortable leaders. Note that while self-confidence is the key to successful leadership, being overly self-confident and off-putting and risk losing respect from those who look. Of course, when we say you should be able to exercise self-confidence, it doesn't mean you just get to the organization or you get your followers and keep telling me, for me, I know my way, I'm good. Not praise yourself. And you don't just think you know. Let that self-confidence be in moderation. Your attempt to overflow it might backfire when it comes to leaders. Let me say that effective leaders value the people around them. They work with individuals to show them how they benefit and why they matter to the organization. Teamwork does indeed make the team work. If a leader recognizes the strengths and contributions of team members, then we can say the person is an effective leader. When it comes to you seeing and valuing the people around you, in such a scenario, everybody wins. It's a kind of win-win. Employees feel valued and leaders also gain the devoted collaboration. And at the end of the day, the organizational vision will be achieved. So the people around us are very important. And those circumstances as leaders will let the people in our organizations or associations feel that we don't value them. We need to value the people around. Not only even the people around the organization, even outside the organization that you are, value the networks that you have. won't see as an effective leader. Also, effective leaders lead through example. Effective leaders can earn the respect of those around us, not just by saying, but by doing. Working along team members sends the message that I am with you and we can do this together. With that, people are able to do. You whatever you do, you just make sure that you own up. Even in a situation where you make a mistake, coming out, you accept that yes, it is my responsibility. I made that mistake. Will inspire those around you that in case they make a mistake, they will resort to blame you. A leader who will tend to blame everything on the subordinates when it comes to challenges, it's not a leader. Then we have good leaders. We have a situation where good leaders get themselves involved. It is so important that a leader demonstrates a good understanding and personal investment in many different areas, rather than just deciding from somewhere. This particular point is saying that as a leader, try to get yourself involved in whatever that is happening. Yes, you delegate, but put your eye. Let the people know you are part of that. As a leader, just don't sit at home and ask your people, your followers to work, and bring you results. But when we say you should get yourself involved in operation, it doesn't mean that you have to also in a way try to micromanage the thing. It's one point that yes, effective leaders are also people who are able to exhibit high sense of high levelness. They are able to show that they know what they are doing. When problems arise in an organization, a good leader is calm, determined, and committed to solving them. These qualities can encourage followers to stay positive as challenges arise. Consider a scenario of theft in an organization. And if the leader is not able to stay calm and become patient, he will end up chasing everybody away. So the point here is just that as leaders, we have to remain patient. We have to, under no circumstance, make sure that we exhibit high sense of control and we should remain calm, even when things are not going well. You are the last person to exhibit that kind of leader. And moving on, as leaders, we have to ensure that good leaders do not micromanage followers. I tried talking about this. Being part of operation doesn't mean micromanage followers. Being part of the operation, but you have to still find ways to ensure that you don't micromanage followers. Make sure that you allow them the opportunity to move. When you give them responsibility, you don't try to micromanage them. Give them some level of chance so that they will move. As a leader, we must also be transparent. Make sure you run open administration. Trying to hide things will only bring problems. Trying to open and run transparent administration will rather get everybody on board. So everybody will know that you have nothing to hide. Even if you are not hiding anything, you are not transparent. Certainly, it will go a long way to affect you. And people will resist and will not keep their. As leaders, we have to also strive for good ethics and integrity. Being a good leader requires creating positive ethical culture in a company. It is also tremendous responsibility that should be put in practice. When you hold a position of power for an association, you must demonstrate moral behavior in the workplace. Investors, customers, and employees are more likely to trust a company with an ethical leader than the one that you know. Make sure that your sense of morality is high, even if you can't even control the morality issues, but make sure within the company organization you are, you come clean. Once you mess yourself up, certainly people will not respect you. And once there's no respect, then you are no more an effective leader. Effective leaders also become master delegators. We have in local governance delegation, and even in administration, we have mass delegation. As a leader, you can't do it all alone. You hold everything to your chest, even at a point where somebody will have to go and represent the association. You want to go there. At the end of the day, you will break, and that will not help. So as leaders, we must always make sure that we delegate. And I always say that the true sense of delegation is what you should employ, which is evolution. We don't only transfer, or we don't only transfer responsibility to our subordinates. We also transfer authority. But when transferring the authority to the subordinates, just be careful that you still watch a little, sit back and try to observe. That you will make effective. Moderator, colleague group leaders. There are a number of measures, a lot of characteristics that we can have in us as effective leaders. But it is evident that leadership is everyone's business. There is a great need for better leaders. If you want to be successful, you must develop your leadership skills. To become an effective leader, take practical decisions. And it is discipline. It is discipline you have to keep working on. What is just important is that I always believe that leaders are made. Even those of us who are born with certain innate characteristics, they also need to be followed. As a government, as leadership, we have to always make sure that we follow strategic plans for leadership. Just like the certainly shared ideas in the leadership skills. Thank you so much.